Hello, my people of YouTube. It is your boy Punk3Heart, and today we are bringing a MOAB rating with our favorite host with the most, Vistastructions.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
So Vista, well, first of all, audience, we just like to mention that all the content creators are going to be in the description, along with how we're going to rate the MOAB. So please check out Vistastructions channel, and also our well-known friend, 2M Boy over here. And Vista, do you want to talk a little bit about the video we're going to watch today?
Yeah, so this is our good friend, 2M Boy. He has been rolling with us for quite a while now. We've been I really love his company. I really just enjoy, playing with him. He's been on the up and up in terms of, skills for Modern Warfare 3. We can see that. And he's been posting some pretty fire MOABs. And today we wanted to bring him to our audiences, to you guys. So, so we wanted to highlight some of his accomplishments, some MOABs. So that's what we're going to be doing today. This one is on C-Town, and I actually, I think we two were in the same game, but I had Punkheart actually skip to the 3 minute and 5 second mark because the first 3 minutes or so he didn't really get on a streak, and this is the start of the streak that will get him the MOAB.
Yeah, with that said, yeah, he plays with us on PS3, so we're actually gonna go through it right now. So right off the back, he's using the MP7, and his specialist seems to be sleight of hand assassin and blast shield.
Yeah, I know like sleight of hand and assassin are pretty standard, but I think blast shield is not so standard for most people. Just for me, I really like blast shield. It's that added protection of just explosives and tacticals that I find it very helpful. So he's running around, he's staying around the flag. I mean, that almost got it. Look at that spawn, dude!
You know what I can never get over? Like that little shake, because I have that sometimes when I like go back and edit my videos. I don't even know how that even happens. You know what I'm talking about?
I understand what you're talking about. I think, just my theory, that is that theater mode and whatnot, they sample, and I think the Call of Duty netcode samples like every, I think 6 times a second or 10 times a second. I don't remember exactly the number, but it doesn't sample every single frame. It doesn't sample 60 times a second. Yeah. And they're saving, game states every so often, and if you have that discrepancy, if you have that, just like mismatch in the aim and the look, the engine might try to resolve it by shaking.
Yeah, it just looks so crazy. It looks like I can't explain it. Like sometimes I think like, was I really moving that fast?
You're almost never moving that fast. Generally speaking, it's just compensation, and it's just the engine doesn't really know what to do, and so it does that, until it finds an aim. I actually really like him getting the objectives, because I noticed that he is killing people around like the C flag and around flag, so he's moving about the map pretty smart, and so that's what I like to see from somebody like him.
Yeah, not to mention this kind of the song he used for his gameplay is kind of like he's the protagonist in this.
Yeah,
I do appreciate that.
Now that you brought up this interesting tidbit, like I never really, like I watch a lot of his videos, especially MOAB videos, and I never quite understand the exact soundtrack, like the context behind the soundtrack. But now it does make a lot of sense, being the protagonist. Making it seem like he's the protagonist.
Yeah, it just seems like if you watch anime or something, like the older animes like Gundams or something like that, it just sounds like like some epic battles about to go down between like the main character and the antagonist, I believe is the word.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think most of his gunfights are in a position where he has the enemy like turned away from him, so it's not like a one-on-one direct gunfight, and I think that's really, really nice.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Hardline Pro is like the best perk ever. Cause like those, like 2 assists equal 1 kill, and
Dude, yeah, dude, that thing's so clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, like for example, like there's a class where I run where it's just like I have Hardline Pro, and the first perk I get is Recon. And so like people don't know that I'm running Recon and I'm running Hardline, but like, you know, you can like purposely mask it. You can purposefully mask perks.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I always do Hardline into Assassin.
Yeah. I get the feeling that he's playing this match almost like a free-for-all match, because if you notice that he's not really moving around like too much. He's just like guarding a generalized place in the map, and ooh, there we go. We got the MOAB. Yeah, I knew he was very interested. He really loved getting the MOAB on C-Town with the MP7. And this is one of the MOABs. This is one of the maps that he couldn't MOAB for the longest time.
And you have the infamous left the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? I kind of noticed he kind of plays like very. He controls one section of the map, and he does it very well. Like he kind of just like he has good map awareness when he gets to like that right position.
Yeah.
Like when he was around that A flag, the little tower thing, like he held it down pretty well.
Alright, shall we move on to the rating?
Yeah, sure. You can start it off first, actually.
Alrighty, so first of all, our first category is map. This one I'm actually going to give it a 9. So C-Town is one of those maps that there are a couple of complexities. Number one, it's very close quarters, so this is one of those maps that I tend to run only in SMG, and it's extremely so Samurai Probe is very, very powerful on this map. So like close quarter engagements are kind of the bread and butter of this game. So you can it might be a little bit difficult to stay alive just because of close quarters. I would say it's probably one of the harder maps to MOAB. Just in my intuition. Game mode, because of this is Domination, I'm gonna give it a 6. It's kind of a standard. Domination is kind of a standard game mode for which to get MOABs. Duration, I think it's about 5 minutes. This MOAB, I want to say we were like a little under 5 minutes or 5 minutes. I would say it's probably like a 6 because that's pretty much standard for if you were to play more conservatively for MOAB in Domination. There are obviously parts where of the game that he could have sped it up a little bit, but the fact is he got a MOAB, so that's the most important part. Class setup, I'm going to give it an 8. MP7 kind of meta, but I would say that the specialists really did it for me. Blast Shield is not something that you would necessarily run on a regular basis. A lot of people think it's a very weak perk, and I just it's a little bit unconventional here or there. Playstyle, I'm going to give him an 8. As you said, he controls one part of the map very well, and that's really to his asset. And I think that playing it almost like a free for all can really work. And something that I've learned from him watching this video is that being kind of a flanker, getting on people's sides, getting behind people, is very valuable and really helps you to be helps you to take advantage of gunfights, put yourself in the advantage. So yeah, so overall my score, we're gonna run the numbers. My score is gonna be a 7.4, so I'm gonna round that up to a 7.5 out of 10.
That's a nice score. That's a pretty decent score. So for me, map, I do agree with you. Seatown is kind of one of the harder maps to get a MOAB on. And I think it's mostly because of like how it's designed. I feel like you can really get shut down with just one person running around with a striker. I do feel like it's kind of a between a mid-range and a close quarter map. So for Seatown, I'm gonna give it the map overall an 8. For game mode, I do agree. Domination is pretty I guess like standard for getting MOABs. So I'll give it a 6 as well. And for duration, I think the way he was playing, he was playing very smart. So therefore, it's a little bit of a longer game, a longer time period to get the MOAB. So I'm gonna give him a 6 for that as well. For his class setup, is an MP7. Yeah, it is kind of meta, but it's always nice to see an MP7. I think it's been a while. We've kind of been seeing ACRs a lot, so it's good to see an MP7. Maybe the suppressor is kind of it's kind of like a standard, I guess, when you're trying to run MOABs, because like you're trying not to get seen on the map. So for his class setup, I'm going to give him an 8 as well. And for his playstyle, he is very he has really good map awareness in this game specifically. He really holds down the area where he stays, and I do appreciate that. I do appreciate his awareness and just his ability to control the map. And yeah, he also flanks a lot too, which is it's kind of cool that he's like always in the he's always in the position to get his enemies from like the back or something. So that's pretty good awareness that he does have, and good maneuvering around the map. So adding up all the numbers, I'm gonna give him an 8 for that as well, and that does come up to a 7.5 as well. And yeah, that's gonna be my rating for this MOAB. To Boy, keep uploading, and I do love the soundtracks, man. They're really good.
Yeah. All right. Well, 2M Boy, I know you're on the up and up, and I hope to see more MOABs from you. I hope to, see. I hope to be a part of your journey that you can improve on Modern Warfare 3.
I think he's already doing pretty good. He's dropping MOABs a lot lately,
Yeah.
and yeah, he just has to keep at it. Hopefully, it's all on the lobbies as well. Lobbies, team. There's just so many variables when it comes to getting MOABs. But it feels like he's developing some good map awareness and just game knowledge overall in this game. So just keep at it, man, and you're just gonna be monstrous.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything else you want to add, Vista?
No, that's it. If you enjoy this video, please don't forget to like this video, share with your friends, and subscribe to our channels.
Yeah, and all of our channels are going to be in the description, along with how we rated the MOABs. And until next time, take care.